Yep.
Any day, right?
Any day, yes.
Any day.
Any day.
Wow. Good.
We're holding our breath.
Holding her breath.
Yeah.
What does that make it take longer?
I don't know what it does.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, we're excited about that. That'll be your fourth child?
Yeah, that'd be number 4. Fourth
Number
boy.
4. Fourth boy.
Yeah.
Wow. No weddings to pay for.
No. Not
Maybe.
At all. Not at all.
Not at
None.
all.
None.
Okay. You
Even
don't
if
pay
they were
for the
girls,
boys'
I wouldn't
part at
pay for
all.
them, no.
Okay. As Jimmy's telling me, it's changed.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. That parents now pay for part of their sons' weddings.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
I paid for both of mine.
Oh, okay.
That's the last one I'm paying for. The second one.
Okay. All right. Well, good evening. We're here at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville. You are invited and welcome to get in your car and come right on down here and have a really good dinner. One of the specials they have is kind of unbelievable, isn't it?
It is. My son's having it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's having all-you-can-eat salad bar
Okay.
and all-you-can-eat spaghetti for $5.95.
Each?
No.
Both items for one
Combined,
money?
yes. And
I
you
find
get,
that hard to believe.
Well, believe it.
Okay. Have you paid your bill yet? All right.
I've gotten it before. It is true.
Really?
It's hard to believe, but
It is hard to
true.
believe. $5.95. You get all-you-can-eat spaghetti and all-you-can-eat salad bar. So, and the salad bar's got all kinds of stuff. It has cucumber and onions. I have noticed that.
It does. It's got your favorite garbanzo beans
Yes,
on it.
garbanzo beans, yes. And doesn't it have the seedless croutons?
Seedless croutons.
Yes.
And then there's seeds right next to it, sunflower seeds.
Sunflowers, unshelled.
No, they're shelled.
Well, how do you get this? You just eat them shelled?
They're shelled.
They're not shelled.
Yeah, shelled means they take the shell off.
Oh, okay, you're right. You're right. Okay. I thought you were saying that you
shell
had
on
to get them out of the shell.
No.
All right, well, we have a big show tonight. We got some people from Satterfield and Ryan.
You ought to see the guy in the back shelling all those sunflowers.
Yeah, I bet he's busy.
Poor guy.
He's the same guy taking the seeds out of the croutons.
All right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Satterfield and Ryan, they're going to be talking about generators.
Yeah,
Whole house
generators.
standby generators.
Yep. Big thing now. People are
It is.
tired of being caught without electric, without notice,
Mm-hmm.
and they're tired of being out of town or whatever. The nice thing about the whole house ones is it just does it all for you.
Well, as soon
You
as
could be
electric
sleeping
goes
and
out, I
not
think
even
they
know what
come right
happened.
on. Right.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
So
We got
anyway,
Anthony Joseph coming
Anthony
up.
Joseph going to be talking about some sports. Then we got John Brady,
John Brady.
clerk of the peace,
John Brady, Esquire.
Esquire.
Yes.
Yep. He's an attorney.
He is.
He's the clerk of the peace.
Very
knowledgeable
intelligent guy.
young man.
I mean,
Yes.
intelligent.
Intelligent.
Yeah.
Okay, I use knowledgeable, use intelligent.
Yeah, because it's beyond knowledgeable. He's
It's beyond.
very intelligent.
Okay,
Yeah.
then we have Kathy Rush from Ocean Suds 2.
All right.
That's a new laundromat that opened up recently.
Okay. Where's
Okay.
that at? Do you know where it is?
In the Lewis Rehoboth area.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Definitely in Delaware. I can tell by the 302
Okay.
on our phone number. All right, so we're going to start with a word of prayer, and we're going
right.
to get this show on the road. Well, dear Lord, we just thank you for this opportunity to gather. We just pray an anointing on this show, that our words be encouraging and being a blessing to somebody that listens to us or hears us. We also thank you for this wonderful day, this wonderful weather. We just pray that you bless each and every one of our families with health, bless our businesses with prosperity, keep us safe, keep us healthy, and we just ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, everybody, we are getting ready to take a commercial break here in just a minute, but I do want to invite you to come on out to Jimmy's Grill. There's a few specials. I think there's another one that is some chicken and some dumplings.
Yeah, chicken and
For I
dumplings.
think
that's right.
$9 and something, but I can't remember exactly what it
remember
is.
how much that one is.
But anyway, I used to have the menu memorized, and then they printed a new one, so I'm working on it. So
They
anyway,
printed more than just a new one. They printed a whole bunch of new ones.
yeah, they did, didn't
Yeah.
they? Yeah,
They got more.
They didn't just print
oh,
one.
Oh, one thing I wanted to mention.
Well, hold
I
on.
forgot.
What is it?
It is.
All right, we're out of time.
It is. We're going to be broadcasting this Saturday live from the.
Is that a couple
38
weeks from now?
That's this Saturday, the
This
13th.
Saturday.
Saturday the 13th. Yes.
Okay.
It's not as unlucky as Friday the 13th.
Okay, so we're going to be broadcasting live.
Yes, we are going to be at we're going to be in
Roxana?
Roxana Fire Department.
Yep.
It's going to be the 38th District Republican covered dish
Dinner.
and straw poll.
Straw poll.
We're going to have Walt Barkus is going to be doing interviews for us.
Yes, he is.
You may know him from local radio stations around
Yep.
here. He's been
Walt's been
in the
around a
business
long time.
Yep. So
So, what time is that? 6, 7 o'clock-ish?
yes,
6, 7 o'clock-ish.
we will get more details for you. Keep
We're going to have our people get up with your people and tell you when it is.
yeah, just watch Facebook.
That we'll do. Right, watch Facebook. All right, so anyway, that's this Saturday night.
It is.
Which brings up another thought. If you have an event Could be a birthday party. You could have a sale. You could have a grand opening. If you're having a problem with a customer and you want somebody to stream the conversation between you and the customer, and you want it on the internet or whatever.
Or if you want Brooks to come talk to him.
That's right.
Scare him a little bit.
Gentile them. Calm them down. So anyway, if you have an event that you would like streamed and you would like to have us do it, we are open-minded. So we are getting different people talk to us about different things all the time. Mm-hmm. Some more ideas are coming up. I actually thought about having a big sale, like maybe a 2 or 3 hour sale at my store, that the only way you knew the specials were either be there in person or watch it at Catch It Live. And then when the show's over, the specials are over. So haven't decided all the details of that, but that's an idea I had. So I got some inventory, and I just want to move it out, and that might be a good way to do it. So if you have an event that you would like streamed, give me a call, 337-7300. I'll give you all the details about that. If you have a business or an organization and you'd like to be on Catch It Live and you want to talk for maybe 10 minutes or so, give me a call, and we'll tell you how we can get you on the show. So other than that, we do it every Tuesday night here at Jimmy's Grill, 6 to 7:30. And the food is good. I can smell it. I can see it. It is calling my name. So anyway, but in the meantime, we're going to take a commercial break. Is that right?
Yes, we're going to take a commercial.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope, that was it.
Okay, so we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Stay tuned, and we're going to have our guest, Dan Hairholt from Satterfield and Ryan, and he's going to tell you all about the company business that's been around for quite a while.
Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. And remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
Now? When? Tell me when. Right now? Okay. I'm motioning to Brooks Ritter, our executive producer, with his helper, Grant. They both do a great job. Without them, I would just look like a bald man sitting here with no voice. But anyway, Dan, how you doing?
Hello, Jim. Doing fine, thank you.
Good friend of mine, Dan Hairholt, proud owner or partner in Satterfield and Ryan.
Yes.
And was it your dad that started or your grandfather?
Our great uncle.
Great uncle.
John Satterfield in 1931.
No kidding. How many years is that?
82.
82 years ago? Really?
Yeah, so Wesley, myself, and JP, our brothers,
all running
and our
it.
mother are the owners now.
Really? Very good. So that's quite a testament to just giving good service and treating people fair and square if you made it 80 years in business.
Well, we do. And my Uncle John started that, my father, and we're carrying on what he would be doing now.
Was it started in Harrington?
Yes.
At the building that you were
No.
at, or was it somewhere else?
On Dorman Street, mostly.
Really?
Where City Hall is now.
Really? Okay, so he started as an electrical contractor,
Yes.
putting in poles?
No, a lot of what he did at first was wiring houses that had no electric as the power came to communities.
That's right.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even fathom that.
Right. So,
We think of wiring a house as it's being built.
right, but the 30s, there's still a lot of areas that had no electric. So as
Okay.
power lines came in, he would give prices to
People to
put some of
have.
his stuff in your house.
Really?
And
Wow.
during the war, he worked at the shipyard in Milford, Delaware, wiring minesweepers
Really?
at the shipyard in Milford.
Wow. So your family has done a lot for the community and been involved.
We have, yes, and we're proud of it.
Well, good. So what do you mainly do?
Well, mainly we do a lot of commercial work, residential, some industrial work. My brother Wesley will talk about our generator business with Generac.
Do you deal with like big voltage?
We have, and our brother John has worked with high voltage
Okay.
with customers like Mount Air, Central
Okay.
Grain in Harrington, and
Okay.
others. We do underground utilities, parking lot lighting,
Okay.
site construction.
But yet you'll also wire a house.
Yes, we will.
Hook up a paddle fan.
We'll hook up a paddle fan, fix a kitchen switch, or
Okay. Okay, so no job too big, no job too small.
no job too big. That's right.
Okay. Wow. Well, very good. And what else was I going to ask you? You have a crew of people. In other words, you have some bucket trucks or a bucket truck? Or
We have bucket truck, trencher, pole truck. We're located in Milford now. It's something to tell you. For all but the last 2.5 years, our business was located in Harrington.
Okay.
And we moved to North Union Church Road in Milford, where all the
Okay.
family lives.
Okay, a little more convenient.
Very convenient. Just I can walk to
Probably
work
can
in 5
respond to
minutes.
things quicker by being there.
We can, yes.
In other words, if
Everything's
somebody has something, you're right.
We have the
Everybody can get
equipment there.
mobilized quickly.
within 15 minutes we can be.
So if a person calls you, whether they're a homeowner or they're a business, what they're going to get from the initial phone call right on through the transaction is people that are family members that care and have a vested interest in doing a good job for the customer.
Well, yes, and one thing we're proud of, we answer the phones. There's not a recording.
Oh, not a
there.
voicemail?
No prompts.
Really?
You'll get a live person unless
So
we're
you
not
get
there.
an English-speaking person that answers your phone.
Right, and no numbers to push.
No numbers to push.
That's right.
No foreign heavy accents or anything like that?
No,
Really? Well, that's kind of rare nowadays.
it is, but yeah, we like that, and we take the calls with us at night, so people can. 99% of the time, we'll get somebody to answer the phone.
Really? So in other words, what if a person has something in the middle of the night? Is that something you can take care of?
Well, the last we had a customer call, a generator customer, and he had something go wrong with the house, and my brother was able to go out as a friend and was able to go out. He was an
Wow.
older gentleman and found
Didn't
out it was
wanna
a
leave
power
it.
company problem, but we went.
Wow. Well, good. All right. So in other words, whether they need something fixed, do you do like free estimates if somebody has a job, they want to know what we're looking at?
Yes, we do.
Okay. And so what does somebody do if they want to get a hold of you? Are you on Facebook?
We are on Facebook at Satterfield and Ryan.
Okay.
You can find us at satterfieldandryan.com or
Okay.
delawaregenerators.net.
Okay.
And
Do you happen to have a phone line?
we do in Milford,
Right.
422-4919.
4919.
Right, and then we still carry our old Harrington number for those who remember, 398-8012.
Okay. So you've had that number for a
For
while.
a long time, we decided to keep it. So
That was a good idea. Well, so people can call you, and you can give them a free estimate if they want to talk about a project. So if they are switching out lights or want poles put up, you can handle it from A to Z. So if somebody, let's say they had a place and they needed the poles put up and the lights put up and the wires run and the panel box put in, you're going to take care of everything.
we have the capability of doing it all. Yes.
Okay, so one call, you can take care of everything.
One call for all.
Wow. Well, good. We're going to take a break here in just a minute. Anything else you want to say? Because are you going to let your brother come on next?
Yes, he will, but we're in the Milford community. We take care of our community, and we love it.
Good.
And
So local company employing local people.
Yes.
Banking locally. You buy your vehicles locally.
Yes.
You know, you're sewing it all right back into the community.
We do, except when we come to Bridgeville and buy a trailer from you. We try to keep it in Milford.
Well, that's close enough.
That's right.
All right. All right, folks, we're going to be back in just a minute with Dan's brother, Wesley, so just hold tight, and we'll be right back, and then he's going to tell you all about something really interesting. So hold tight.
Hey, this is Colin Walls of Walls Service Center in downtown Milford, letting you know we do all types of auto repairs, including brakes, struts and shocks, tune-ups and timing belts, and we specialize in custom exhausts. We've been in this business since 1958, so we understand what our customers' needs are. So if you're looking for a new repair shop, come to the old repair shop, Walls Service Center, Front Street in downtown Milford.
Do you have metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald's will pick up your unwanted vehicles and will buy your car or lawnmower batteries. If it's made of metal, Fitzgerald's pays cash and recycles it, which helps the environment. Fitzgerald's will also pick up and deliver roll-off dumpsters, and they accept electronics too, including cell phones and computers. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Jesus recycles people, Fitzgerald's recycles cars. If you work long hours in tough conditions, imagine how your feet feel. Get the most comfortable, dependable work boots in America, Red Wing Boots from Southern States of Milford. We offer an incredible selection of sizes and widths in all of Red Wing's popular styles. Durable, protective footwear made with the finest materials available. Red Wing's variety of sizes lets you find the perfect boot that allows air circulation and provides support for your entire foot. Stop by Southern States in Milford, 7308 Williamsville Road, or call 422-8066.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here from Weller's in Ellendale and Bridgeville, talking to you about this energy efficient eye heater. For only $177, you can get a heater that will heat 1,000 square feet on just pennies a day. So if you need some cheap heat, come on into Weller's in Ellendale or Bridgeville. Hey everybody, Jim Weller here from Weller's in Bridgeville and Ellendale, talking to you today about carports. We sell carports. They include delivery and setup right to your yard. You can get a 12 by 21 for as little as $695. Give us a call or come see us today. Hey everybody, Jim Weller. We are back at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville. Again, a big invite if you want to get in your car and come on out, have some really good made from scratch dinner. Everything here is made from scratch, real good food. Or if you've already eaten dinner and you want to come and have some dessert, come on out and have a piece of cake or pie or something like that. So we are here doing our show live, and this is Catch It Live. And I've got another good friend of mine, Wesley Hareholt. Wesley, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you, Jim?
Good. Welcome to Catch It Live. And
Thank you.
You are involved with your family's business, Satterfield and Ryan.
Yes.
And one thing that you have gotten into in the past few years now is it called standby generators?
Standby generators, yes.
Okay, and they stand by, basically. They're
standby when you need it to.
right.
Yes.
And I'm under the impression that these generators are very nice because it could be the middle of the night, and you don't even know anything's happened.
Nope.
Electric goes off, generator comes on, you keep right on sleeping.
Exactly.
And if the electric comes back on, the generator goes off, and you don't know anything happened.
Exactly.
Does it mess your alarm clock up or anything, or is there a blip
yes,
there?
it will. If you have 4
Okay.
clocks, you have to reset them all. I mean,
Okay.
when you lose power, you're going to lose it at least for 15 to 20 seconds before you do
Have the
return to
switch over.
standby.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
so your oven light,
Okay.
reset it, clocks.
The clock on the VCR is always the tough one.
It will flash. As long as you
Okay.
have one of them Comcast boxes, it'll come right
Really?
back up. Yeah.
But now, so say somebody's watching or listening, and they're like, I don't need a generator that often, but I got some medical equipment, or I got to go out and work, and I don't want to leave my family unattended, or have to worry about my wife going out and starting a generator or pulling a string or something like that. How does it really work? In other words, somebody gives you a call, will you come to their house and assess the situation?
We'll set up an in-home consultation, which is free of charge.
Okay.
I'll come out, meet with a customer, and we'll talk. We'll talk about their needs. What are they looking for?
Okay.
Why they call us? They call us. They're going to have some need. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And, medical needs, we have found a lot of customers out there locally with medical needs. Mm-hmm. And we try and assess the situation at that point, establish a relationship, and talk size. Talk small size generator, just to handle the important needs, the critical circuits, emergency needs.
A refrigerator full of food.
Exactly.
A freezer full of food.
Exactly.
In other words.
Breathing machines.
Breathing machines.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or heat.
Yes.
Maybe not air conditioning, but I'd have to have the air conditioning working. You're going to give me heat in the winter, I need air conditioning in the summer.
It all depends. I mean, when we start and when we start talking generators, the air conditioner is a large load. And,
yes.
And some people want to keep a basic system, and sometimes the air conditioner doesn't allow them to have that basic system because you might have to just increase the size of the generator.
But does an air conditioner pull more than a heater?
Yes.
Okay, so
basically, yes. I mean, if we're dealing with a heat pump,
it might not.
No, okay, but typically homes around here have either oil heat, propane heat, natural gas heat. Therefore your air conditioner would pull more current.
So what happens if you get this size air conditioner, this size generator, and it's not big enough? What will happen? The stuff just won't come on?
Okay, that's kind of a broad question. Okay, if you have a generator and you're expecting it to run X, Y, and Z in your house, and you expect it, okay, and it doesn't perform that, or it doesn't turn on X, Y, and Z, it will shut the generator off.
Okay.
I mean, there are things.
So it's not going to burn anything up.
No, Generac generators has overload features built into it where it will go into fault.
Because I would have to believe that you may go out and meet somebody today, size a generator, they buy one, and then a year or two later they added something and didn't tell you, and so on.
Unfortunately, that's on them. I mean, I can't predict, but that's where
Because my thought would be, if I was going to buy one, because I thought about this. I thought about I want a unit for home, because recently I switched one of my heating systems and they put a much bigger one in. And I was thinking, man, if I buy a generator, I'm just going to buy a bigger one. Like no matter what somebody says, I want one size bigger. Because I want to make sure I got what I need. But I guess most people are like, I don't want to spend any more than I have to right now.
No, and that's important. That's the important feature of the in-home consultation, because we talk about that. We talk about futures.
Like, are you going to build an addition
exactly.
or something like that?
We talk about your appliances. We talk about the loads. We talk about load management, what you can handle. And based on a series of questions and establishing that relationship, we're able to talk about a whole home.
Right, you may bring up something they didn't even think of.
Yes, I mean, like you just said, I'm going with a bigger air conditioner or a bigger system. Well, that doesn't mean it's going to draw more, because your system might have a higher SEER rating, higher SEER rating, lower amp draw, lower lock rotor current rating. All those things are important.
And I guess technically you don't look at a generator like, I want it to run every single thing I own. You just want to get by.
Some people want everything.
I do.
Okay?
I can tell you.
I mean, look, the first maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes of a conversation, you'll get to know a little bit of lifestyle. As soon as you walk up to their home and walk into their home, you'll see things that, all right, I see that, I'm going to talk about that, I'm going to ask them about that. But then I could be taken completely for an opposite loop, thinking, okay, well, they don't want as much. They're just simple people, and that's fine. I mean, I don't try and go in and size the whole home. We figure out, what's important to you. Why did you call us? Maybe that's the first question.
With you being such a tight company, all your, family working together, I guess it's fair to say you may be the person that comes out and actually gives them a quote. You also may be involved in the general setup and so on. So they're going to be a little bit more of a hands-on company here. You're not such a big company that you're removed
We don't have that salesman that sits behind a desk and I'll call him and says, hey, Frank, we got an in-home consultation. No, usually 99% of the time, say 95% of the time, I'll come out and do the in-home consultation. Most likely, I'll be doing the installation.
Okay, or some part of it, and
pretty much most of it. Okay, and I'll be most likely the person that comes out and performs a warranty service on the units.
Because your company can do the warranty work.
Yes.
Okay, so you're everything.
We're a full dealer. Okay, a Generac dealer. So sales, service, warranty. That's what we take care of. Okay.
Generac, is that an American company?
Generac Generators. They are a company based out of Wisconsin.
Really?
Okay, so they are an American-made generator.
No kidding.
Yep. Their own engine, their own alternator, their own enclosure, their own name.
Really?
Generac was founded in 1959, as
Wow.
a generator company.
Right from the get-go.
Right from the get-go. So
they're not doing it as a hobby. It's what they do.
No, they're not going to build a sink.
Okay. And build generators just for the heck of it.
Exactly.
Wow,
exactly.
very
so
good.
So they are an American company, American-based company, which very, very proud to be a part of. So,
good.
So it's a good organization to be affiliated with.
Now, so somebody's thinking about a generator. Any key points you want to make? In other words, well, I have a question. Okay, so sizing it is critical.
Yes.
In other words, and that would be where you know, it's kind of like you're going to get to know the people a little
Yes.
bit, and you're going to come and see what they have and see what's important to them. Because
Yes.
what's important to this one might not be important to that one.
Yes.
Okay, and then if they deal with you, then you're saying not only are you going to give them because you're a direct Generac dealer.
And we're an elite.
An
yes.
elite,
An
okay,
elite
that's
dealer.
different.
We have direct access to Generac.
Okay.
We have an outside sales rep, an inside sales rep
Okay.
that partner with us.
Okay.
On the
so it's not like you sell 5 different brands
No.
and Generac's just one. You are Generac.
We are solely Generac. We don't deal with. We're not a deal with Kohler. We don't.
And you're not just shopping for the cheapest
No.
generator. You're looking
No.
for something that you can get parts for.
Exactly.
Get support
Exactly.
from the manufacturer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Recently, Dan was telling me you put a big one in a place. I forgot what size it was.
The red, 150
Yeah.
kW.
Was that down in Georgetown?
Yes, yes,
150. Is that
KW.
150,000?
150,000 watt generator. And
Okay.
yeah, put a backup generator for Lorette Medical.
Now, are these generators propane or are they diesel?
But propane, natural gas.
Okay, okay.
They work
or diesel. Or no
now,
diesel.
Generac does make a diesel line, but it's not part of that
Home.
liquid propane / natural
Right.
gas line, okay? Separate lines of Generac.
Because doesn't propane or natural gas start better in cold weather?
I believe so, yes.
I think
my opinion,
diesel
yes.
fuel, like I know on big trucks and stuff, they have these things to heat the engine block, and I think that's why a lot of these generators might be propane.
Right. Now, of course, in the cold, the easy thing about propane or natural gas generators, the cold weather kits, you're primarily taking care of the battery and the oil filter. Whether, versus on a diesel generator, you've got a water cooler
Fuel
system.
filters
Yes,
and everything
you're trying
else.
to keep warm.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, well, how do people get a hold of you?
422-4919, like my brother said earlier, satterfieldandryan.com. Or Generac.com, dealer locator, type in your zip code, we will show up.
Wow.
We're
Well,
on
very
there.
good.
So yeah, thank you. I appreciate
All
the
right.
time.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, Jim.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So keep that in mind if you need a whole house generator or if you need electrical work. I've known both these guys for a long time. They're good, reputable,
Thank you.
dependable, honest, God-fearing young men.
Thank you, Jim.
So anyway, that's that. So we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to be right back. Anthony Joseph will be on next with some sports, and then we're going to go from there. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. Now remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
And we're back live at Jimmy's Grill. I'm Anthony Joseph, joined by John Brady, and we're going to talk some sports.
Absolutely, Anthony. It's good to be with you tonight. It's been a busy sports weekend here in the nation. What one would you like to start with?
We'll start with NASCAR.
NASCAR. It's interesting in NASCAR recently that you're getting a race, and then afterwards you watch what happens in the pits to see what drivers are mad at another driver. You got a battle breaking out. It's like the MMA is joined with NASCAR for an after show.
That's why the attendance is going up and more people are watching.
Well, NASCAR is a really good sport. Remember, they joked it used to be all you had to do was make left-hand turns, but with the other tracks they've added in, last week was a track that has a lot of history because it's a short track.
It is. It's a paper clip, and it seems like a lot of drivers, Jimmy Johnson, Clint Boyer, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton, they like that track. And Jimmy Johnson won for the 8th time on Sunday at Martinsville, Virginia, as Clint Boyer and Jeff Gordon, they were up front also.
They were, and the thing about those short tracks, that's where NASCAR made its history. In the 50s and the 60s, they were the tracks before it came north to Dover in 72, spread to Chicago, and then out to Fontana, out to the other racetracks. But those short tracks, that's where the history is made. That's the pushing, the shoving, and that's why it's so exciting when it gets to a short track. After it starts the year in Daytona, spends some time out in California like Fontana, and comes back to the East Coast.
Yeah, and especially on a short track like that, they like to beat and bang. And Brian Vickers hit Danica Patrick and slid into Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Earnhardt Jr. kind of ruined his day.
It did, and but that's the lore of those short tracks. His father worked wonders on those tracks in both Virginia and North Carolina, and we'll have some racing coming up in Richmond in a couple of weeks. That's a track I snuck on with the old configuration before it was expanded to 3/4 of a mile. There was an event over there I was at, and I snuck my pickup truck and drove the 5/8 when it was still a 5/8 of a mile track. And so I didn't get to the over 80 miles an hour, but it was interesting to sneak onto a NASCAR track and not get caught. The statute of limitations has expired. That was in 1980.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished 24th, and Danica Patrick finished in the 12th position, as you had Boyer in 2nd, Gordon in 3rd, and Kane in 4th.
Hey, Gordon's got to come back. He's got all these younger drivers. He did the right thing. And when I say younger drivers, remember, in the 90s, he came in and was a breath of fresh air in NASCAR. Now you got Jimmy Johnson, but you got this new wave of all the 20, 21-year-olds coming in, and it's going to be very interesting to see, will a driver get to 200 wins again like Richard Petty? I don't think so.
You think not even Brad Keselowski?
I don't think so. I don't think a driver is going to get to 200, may get to 125, but it's like in baseball. You're never going to have someone beat Cal Ripken's streak. I mean, the Ironman streak is safe, and I think so is Richard Petty's 200 wins in NASCAR.
And Johnson dominated on Sunday, led 347 laps, and he won from the pole position, which is a big advantage.
Absolutely, and it's not easy to do that. And remember, they're operating this year with the new cars. The car of the future that they finally got rid of last year was a car that none of the drivers liked. And in these new cars, they do like. Plus, 10 years ago, if you had said that a foreign manufacturer like Toyota could come in and dominate. I mean, you saw Waltrip started. He didn't win the first year. But now you see the foreign cars are winning more and more. When I say foreign, more parts are in the U.S. these days, I guess. But it's interesting. NASCAR has gone through a lot of changes in the generation with the France ownership. And I still think there's a room for more successes in NASCAR. And the tough part's going to be, Dover's been lucky. It's kept its 2 races. But, Martinsville, other ones down in the south have lost a race. And so it's going to be tough for them to keep their races as more fans want to go to the bigger tracks.
And Matt Kenseth last year, John, was driving a Ford for Roush at Fenway. This year he's driving for Joe Gibbs Racing in a Toyota, and he's not missing a beat, as you're mentioning.
He's not missing a beat. That Toyota platform that Joe Gibbs has modified, his teams are doing well. And the General Motors platform has come back to do well. The Ford's very competitive as well. And so that is a good thing. And it's good to see competitive racing out there.
And it certainly, as Jimmy Johnson is back leading the points, as last week it was Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And I think that's going to be a good competition between Earnhardt Jr. and Johnson. Kenseth's going to get into the mix. Gordon didn't make the top 10 last year. And I like Jeff. The 24 cars had a lot of ties here to Delaware. But I really think it's going to be tough for him to get in unless he has a streak where he does high place finishes, which he did start. He finished, was it third, I think?
Third, yes.
Yes. He finished third this past weekend. He needs to continue that through racetracks that he likes, which is Richmond and also in Dover.
And this week they're going to be driving on Saturday night at Texas Motor Speedway in Fort Worth.
Now that one, with the heat, the humidity, they've had problems in the past where you're driving in 2 different tracks. You start off, it's 90 degrees under the Texas sun, and by the time you finish later that night, it's about 60 degrees. Track condition changes, and how you're set up in the beginning for the start of the race is not necessarily how you have it set for the end of the race. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the teams adjust to see who can make the car perform the best in an environment that can be real tough.
And a few years ago, attendance had dropped, so that's why they switched the race to the nighttime, because it's just so hot in the daytime in Texas.
I was at the All-Star game in 1985 in Texas. I lucked out. My seats were in the air-conditioned restaurant. Outside temperature at game time was 105. It was a nice 68 degrees inside the restaurant. 2 tables away was Raleigh Fingers. I really enjoyed that All-Star game. It's good to go to a game and not be sweating, and that's the problem. I passed on last year over in Kansas City. The year before, I was at Arizona for the All-Star game, and it was beautiful, nice, cool 68 degrees when it was 105 outside in Phoenix.
And they're going to be at Citi Field this year, the New York
Citi Field. Yeah, this is an interesting year for New York as we go a little bit of baseball. But New York has Citi Field for the All-Star game in July. And then next February, they host the Super Bowl over at the Meadowlands. It'll be the first outdoor Super Bowl in a cold environment in the 40-some of them since 1966. So that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be one where the weather could be real interesting that day. But it's a pick. They wanted to go to the New York area because there's a lot of enthusiasm for sports. And although there is not a race right in New York at the moment, there are races nearby. Pocono is only 2.5 hours away from New York City. And there are other racetracks, and don't forget New Hampshire's racetrack. So there is a good NASCAR base up in the Northeast.
It certainly is. And switching from NASCAR to football, you mentioned the Super Bowl. It's going to be in MetLife Stadium. And when they built that stadium, they were talking about having a retractable roof, but it was going to cost another $1 billion, and the owners just didn't want to do that.
Well, if they want to have, NFL is always good to try something once in a cold area. And, we're going to hope for good weather for that with all the things. Already, because this is a Fox televised event, Fox has already made arrangements with the city of New York to close down Broadway, like CBS did in New Orleans, to set up a TV TV platform where they could go in the park right outside and do shows from there. That's what they're going to do right on Broadway, right in Manhattan. They're going to have Fox anchor shows from out there, both on the new Fox Sports Network 1, FS1, and on the Fox channel. And so that's going to be interesting. You have the flavor of Times Square's hosting the Super Bowl. And it's only a couple hours away, so people can go up because they always have the different events where you can go in and have the NFL thing at probably Madison Square Gardens, the NFL experience. So it is going to be a really good time for this area, because normally we don't get within a couple hundred miles of a Super Bowl here because they're just afraid of the weather.
Now, several years ago, they had the Super Bowl at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, Georgia, and that weekend it just rained heavily, and a lot of the people complained, so they have not returned back to Atlanta. And a lot of people, especially Roger Goodell, is concerned that it's going to snow, and they can't change the schedule at this point. They're just
They can't change the schedule.
Have the Super Bowl.
They're going to have the Super Bowl. It'll be very interesting. But one of the things that you're going to look at is how do the other ancillary events promote the NFL. The NFL Network is situated in New York City, so they're going to try and do a lot of tie-in events. They can do a lot of indoor events up to the day of the game. And the day of the game, fans get ready. You look at Lambeau Field. How historic could it be to host a Super Bowl at Lambeau Field? But they won't, because after the 1966 game with Green Bay hosting Dallas on the frozen tundra there, as John Facenda talked about it, they won't do a championship game in that type of environment unless Green Bay hosts it. So the Super Bowl, this is a very interesting challenge. Let's hope they have good weather. And every Super Bowl with all the things, the commercials and everything else, it should be a good experience, and one experience that the New York area has never seen.
And Daniel Snyder, the owner of the Washington Redskins, he wants to have a Super Bowl, and there's been discussions with Roger Goodell, but they do not want to go back in a cold environment. So he has plans at some point to build a new stadium at the old RFK and have a retractable roof. That's what he wants to do. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but Snyder wants to make sure he hosts the Super Bowl. Do you think that'll happen one day?
If they have the appropriate stadium in Washington, D.C. to host it, they'll host it. Okay, the pressure will be on to have the Super Bowl at the nation's capital. And that's another one that's only a few hours away, and that would be a really exciting thing for football fans in the Mid-Atlantic.
And last night, as you mentioned when we started this segment, a lot of good sports. And last night you had the men's championship game, as it was the Michigan Wolverines taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And the Wolverines were winning at halftime, but in the second half, Rick Pitino, he made a lot of adjustments at halftime, and they won last evening.
Rick Pitino and John Bueling are both experienced coaches. And you see, this was a tournament, started with 68 teams. Now they keep adding, and there was a commercial about 320 teams in the tournament. One of the things you saw that the new teams, the bracket busters, the Wichita States, those teams that came in and knocked off the higher ranked teams. When did we last have in the Sweet 8 a 15 ranked team? We didn't. LaSalle, how it went through, won in the play-in game, and then won and got to the Sweet 16. That's the good thing about March Madness, and it's finishing up in April Finesse, as I call it. One of the things you saw last night was two basketball coaches, two well-coached teams, two teams that were playing all in. And with the injury, that injury that everyone saw on TV with Kevin Wade, you saw that injury, you felt bad, but he's the one that was able to get Louisville back on the feet. Pitino said he got us back into the game against Duke, and then they got back into the game last night. One of the things Rick Pitino does every time he wins a championship is get a tattoo. And so his wife was going to pick out a tattoo for him. I'm certain all the rest of the team members will get a similar tattoo. That's the new thing these days in basketball. But college sports was at its best last night. the sportsmanship, and how everything went for that game showed why March Madness is so popular in this country.
And it also showed how good Rick Pitino is, because they trailed at halftime again in the previous game against Wichita State, and everybody, including me, I thought they were going to lose that game, and they rallied. And then last night, he just made excellent moves, taking away Trey Burke, and he was not the player of the year, and I think that's one reason. Just good defense against
Absolutely.
Trey.
And when you come back, and Buehling, this was his first. I met him when he was at Richmond. He left Richmond for West Virginia, did very well at the West Virginia program, and has been at Michigan for 7 years. Quietly has developed and probably into the best offensive basketball coach in the nation right now. Pitino, previously winning in Kentucky, coming back and winning with Louisville. As the Big East starts to fade away from history, you have probably the final Big East champion for March Madness. So it's been an exciting few days in sports. We didn't talk about some of the other things, but always a pleasure to be here with you, Anthony. It's great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. And John Beilein, they met several years ago now. He was a coach for West Virginia, and Pitino, he won. And it just it shows that he is deserving of going into the Hall of Fame. He's had a tremendous week, as his son just got the head coaching job for the Minnesota Gophers.
Right, and that's Rick Pitino is definitely a first ballot choice for the Hall of Fame.
And I'd like to thank John Brady, as you've been listening to the Spinning Wheels Racing Report, as we're live at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville.
Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. Now remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
All right, everybody, we are back at Catch It Live. We are live right here at Jimmy's Grill. If you are just tuning in, you still have time to get in your car and come on down to Jimmy's Grill and have some good home cooking dinner, or you can enjoy the all-you-can-eat salad bar, or you can just get dessert. So they're open till 8. Our show goes till about 7:30. Now I'm going to introduce my good friend, John Brady. He is the clerk of the peace. Welcome again to Catch It Live.
Thank you.
And you're also an attorney.
I'm also an attorney. Apparently, I do sports too.
Yes. I was very
I do floors and windows, but we won't get into that.
All right. Well, anyway, welcome to Catch It Live. I like what you've done with your hair.
Yes.
Looks good. Sporting a new hairdo. But anyway, tell us, how is it being clerk of the peace? How long has it been now?
I got sworn in on January 1st.
Okay.
It is the happiest elected job in the state.
Okay.
I tell you, I did another wedding today. I did a wedding yesterday. I had one on Saturday in the backyard in Laurel. Friday I had Saturday I did 3 weddings in the office, 3 weddings in Georgetown. 1 was out on the circle, 2 were in the office. I've done them on the beach. Easter Sunday I did one on the beach in Bethany. Came right under the bandstand.
Is this an abnormal amount, or is this, I mean, you're talking
Annie
like
tells
5%
us
a week.
That's what it's turning into. Annie's checked and said, I've done over 60 myself. We've done 85 in the office since January 1st. So we're just having a good marrying old time here in this county. And it is. And we try and personalize. I've had people say, I have my own extra vows I want to read. I go, that's great. We'll put it in. And, you know, I don't like people sitting around not doing anything. So I usually, if they have kids, I have the kids hold the ring.
Okay.
I have a flower, you know, someone handle the flowers. They have the music. I try and make it that happy experience that you want to have. So you remember I borrowed the line from George, your memorable marriage. And that was what we do. We started off, we have an exchange of vows. I've had them put the rings on the wrong finger. We fixed that. I've had them get nervous. They couldn't repeat. I had a groom cry so much. You could see the love in his eyes between himself and his bride, that he started to cry and it was puddling on his shirt.
Really?
So, you know, I keep napkins and paper towels available. I had the little child today, a little girl, didn't want to be away from her mommy. So she came right up. I'm doing the exchange of rings and they're putting the rings on. She comes up and clamps on the mommy's leg. And she was there the rest of the time. We've had them where the baby has been on the shoulder. You know, we work it in. Yesterday, I had a minister show up, an Episcopal priest, and wanted to bless the rings. We worked it right in the ceremony. Dad wanted to give away the bride. I go, who, sir? For what reason are you here? I'm here to present my daughter for marriage. Very well, sir. Thank you. And we just started. We get everybody involved. In fact, here we're live at Jimmy's Grill next door at the banquet hall. 10 days ago on Saturday, I did a wedding right in the banquet hall. We marked it all up with tape, and I stuck around for the excellent food at Jimmy's. And you know, they do great catering, great for wedding receptions. This is not a paid endorsement. It was just great food.
It's just facts.
It's just facts. Them the facts. But, you know, part of the thing that I wanted to do in the office is whenever you want your ceremony, we can work it in. I had a request, and it's going to be tough on me, but I'll deal with it. 6:42 a.m. on a Saturday in September, because they want to have it a sunrise wedding on the beach in Rehoboth Beach. And I'm like, okay.
6:42 is early for you?
Yeah, unless I'm catching it on the way down from 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually not up at 6:42.
Okay.
But, you know, for this job, I found need to be, and I'm there. And it's great.
Because everybody's happy.
Everyone's happy. And we have a great staff. I have Annie, my chief deputy. She's been there for 3 different clerks of the peace now. She actually 4. She started with Ray. She stuck around for Thelma. She was with George, and she's with me now. I have Barbara, who used to work in utilities. Now she works as the office manager. She's right in Georgetown. They do a really good job in getting the forms filled out. I go there, and you know, a typical service goes like this. Under Delaware law, you have to have 2 witnesses. Okay. So I get there, and I'll meet with the witnesses. After I have the witness, I'm not the witness. I'm the officiant.
Okay.
And once I meet with the witnesses, have them sign, we've come up with a certificate also. I have them sign the certificate, then I countersign it after I perform the ceremony. Fill out the paperwork. The witnesses have to fill out. One thing you may remember, and it could have been a special at Weller someday, carbon paper. Well, they don't have carbon paper for these new computer generated forms.
Okay.
So you got to fill it out 3 times.
Okay.
I just wish they'd figured out how to do carbon paper, but they haven't. So I have each witness sign 3 times and then the certificate. And then I'll talk to the bride and the groom or the parties and the civil union and say, are there rings? Are there anything special you want to have in here? And if they're in Georgetown, do you want to do it in the office? Because we have it set up with a flowered gate and like a chapel scene. Or we can go out on the circle. I've done the fountain as a backdrop. Although the city hasn't turned it on yet, it's still a nice backdrop. Now that it's not running, I have them sit there and then I do the ceremony. So if they have some older people there or younger people that have to sit down, I have them sit on the fountain, the bricks of the fountain, do the ceremony right there, depending on the time of day. Because you don't want to blind the bride and the groom with the sun. So I position according to how the sun is in the sky. In the morning, coming up from the east, I usually have them facing west. In the afternoon, as it's going down in the west, I have them facing east. So there's a method to the madness.
Wow.
I go through the ceremony, then afterwards, pose for pictures, and I have a bunch of pictures on my iPhone. We have a couple places in the office where we post pictures, and then I fill out the paperwork because the certificate is what you need under the new laws to get your driver's license changed, to get your Social Security card changed, to reflect the new your new name. So you need that, and the service. I can boil it down. I had one couple. They said, we don't want a long service. We like 30 seconds. And so I looked and I said, do you take this person to be your spouse for better, for poor, richer for poorer, better for worse, in sickness and health, till death do you part? And they said, yes. Said the same thing a second time, and by the power vested in me by the state of Delaware, I now pronounce you husband and wife. So I can do it in 30 seconds. I usually like to spend 3 minutes, but I customize the service to exactly what they want, because it's it is a civil service we're doing, and very reasonable rates. The county council has set the rate. It's $50 for service in the office or out in the circle in Georgetown, or $75 at your any other location in the county. So like Jimmy's Grill or on the beach in Bethany. But if you're active duty or retired military or National Guard and have a DD-214 or proof that you're in the reserves, there is no charge for the service pursuant to the new ordinance. And I've had a lot of soldiers and sailors and coming down from Dover. I've had them coming from the reserves, and we do the service. I did one down. He was a sergeant. He grew up here in Delaware. He's stationed out of El Paso. His bride is from Ireland. She flew her parents over, and we did it at his grandmother's house in Ocean View last Tuesday night. Walked him down the steps, was the staircase, and it was very nice. And we make it very special.
Wow. Now you don't go out of Sussex County.
I don't go out of, I can on special request, but I haven't yet.
Okay.
The deal is this. A clerk of the peace can perform the ceremonies in their county. With permission of the clerk of the peace for the county that you want to perform the service in, you can get that permission. I've already extended the permission to the clerk of the peace in Newcastle County. He's come down to do some beach weddings.
Okay.
He said anytime you want permission to come up to Newcastle, you got it. And that's the same good relationship I have with Kent. I just haven't had any requests yet.
Is there one clerk of the peace in every county?
In every county. There are 3 of us elected in the state. All of us are elected on the presidential election cycle now.
Every 4 years.
Every 4 years. It's a 4-year term. There was a bill that was supposed to be filed to eliminate the job for being elected. The understanding I have is that bill is not going to go anywhere, so it's going to remain in elected office for at least to 2016. And I tell you, after 3 months in here, 9 days into the 4th month, I absolutely love the job.
So there's a high probability.
There's a high probability. I'm going to say, folks in Sussex County, I'd like to keep doing this. I'm having a lot of fun, and the people who I'm marrying are enjoying the services, and it's making it very memorable. I've tweaked it. George left me a suggested service, but said you need to put your own stamp on it. So what I've done is I've added the date because, sometimes men forget when they get married. So I say go look at your service in a year as you're getting close, because I'll say this 8th day or today I was saying the 9th day of April 2013 in Georgetown, Delaware. So I put the location on there to remind them. And I also talk about the friends and family gathered together. And then if something special happens, I've had the fire siren go off in Georgetown while I am doing a ceremony. I've learned to just go right through it. I can out-talk the fire siren. Okay?
What if the fire trucks start coming?
If they're evacuating the building, I'll deal with that. I haven't had to evacuate the building yet. But it's a lot of fun. And as you come up on the weekends, you'll probably see me. This weekend, it looks like I have one here on the west side of the county. Actually, I have one in Georgetown on Sunday at a house, and I have one in Potts Nets. So on Saturday, I guess they want to do it right by the water, or they may want to do it on their back porch. Wherever, we're there for you, the Clerk of the Peace Office. And Annie does ceremonies also, and I have the power to swear Barbara in to do ceremonies under the legal term of legal aid. So we can do, I don't like to schedule 3 ceremonies simultaneously. 2 is about what I do for Annie and myself. We also went in and tried to cut some of the expenses in the office. I've eliminated the mileage. I've eliminated using the county car. I ran for the office. I knew what I was getting into. I don't need a county vehicle and use county gas. Let them use it for the services that need it, like the paramedics. I have my old beat-up Tahoe, so I show up in that, and it's all good.
Wow. Does the Clerk of the Peace do other things, or is it mainly just weddings?
Mainly here, the job requirements are to maintain the marriage licenses and civil union records, issue them, maintain them, perform ceremonies as requested. In the old days, you used to do the school board elections, but then they decided, we have a Department of Elections, let them do the school board elections. They're more efficient. They got machines. We used to have to do mimeograph ballots back in the 70s, is what they tell me. So I'm happy I don't have to run the elections.
Oh, very good. All right, how do people get a hold of you?
My office number is easy. It's 302-853-1717. Also, you can find us on the county website at www.sussexcountyd.gov and look under Marriage Bureau or Clerk of the Peace. You can, when you call that number, I answer a lot of general questions. There's also an answering machine. And on site, again, the fees, the license is $50 unless you're exempt because of being in the military. The ceremony fee is $50. If it's in Georgetown, right at the office or on the circle, $75 anywhere else. We try not schedule too many ceremonies on top of one another so we can make sure we give all the time you need to make that day special. Had someone running late, they had called, so we pushed off the ceremony on Sunday from 2 o'clock until 3 o'clock till they got there.
Well, that's very
flexible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Flexibility is a good thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, John, for coming.
Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Yeah. And, folks, we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to be back with Kathy Rush from Ocean Suds 2 telling us about her newly opened business. So we'll be right back.
Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. And remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
Hey everybody, we're back. This is Catch It Live. We are live at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville, and if you haven't had dinner, I invite you to come on out. There's a few seats available. They've got the all-you-can-eat salad bar and so on. The food is great. Now, my next guest, I mispronounced her name. I said Kathy Rush, but she knew her name was not Kathy Rush. It's Kathy Rash. So sorry about that. She owns a couple laundromats?
We own two laundromats, yes.
All right.
We just opened a state-of-the-art laundromat.
What is a state-of-the-art laundromat?
It's a
like a nice door, or is it the machinery?
No. It's like a laundry experience.
Okay.
When you go into this laundromat, you will know it's different.
Really?
Yes, you will. The chairs are comfortable. The machinery is all brand new. There is a small art exhibit. We have a children's play area in the back with a 4x7 foot chalkboard.
Really?
Yes. It is pleasant. You don't mind going in, doing your laundry, and when you get done, I'll go back there again.
You're not exhausted?
No, not at all.
So you've made doing laundry pleasurable?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Whereabouts is this? Like
in the Midway Shopping Center. It's right
where
behind.
the movies is, right?
Right down from the movies. It's behind Old Bay.
Okay.
Restaurant right next to J&H Bagels.
Okay.
Great bagels.
Okay.
So you can.
Is it in the shopping center where Sears is?
Yes.
Okay, so it's right in that shopping center.
Yes.
Okay. Well, very good.
It is just enjoyable to go in. Every time you walk in that door, there's an attendant there that will greet you and help you carry your things in. We have a card system, so it's no more putting quarters into the machine. You can purchase a card, and you can do it with money or you can charge it, and then each machine you just go and pay with the laundry card.
Like a credit card?
Like a credit card.
Really?
And
can people buy them as a gift certificate?
Absolutely.
That just crossed my mind. That's all.
No, and it's a good idea. You've got something that you can give for a mother just starting out with kids, or mom and dad have to go to the laundromat. Here's a card, and you've taken care of it. The laundry card also, now we don't use any of the information. We ask you to register. Your name, your address, that kind of thing, and your birthday. And the registration goes in just to keep track. You've lost your card. I found the card on the floor. Let me put it into the machine. Mm-hmm. This is your card. So we keep track of cards. And it also, we do a wash to win. You earn points for every load that you do.
Really?
And it's 300 points. You get 300 points, and when you put your card in, fireworks go off, and you've won a free wash.
No kidding.
Yeah.
People gather around. You take their picture?
No.
Okay.
No, we don't take the pictures, but
Okay.
it's an experience. It really is enjoyable.
Have you been there when somebody won a free wash?
Yeah, and yeah.
How do they act?
Well,
do they
it
get
scares
nervous
them.
or excited?
No, it scares them at first
Okay.
because they put their card in and welcome to Oceanside, you know, and it's kind of like, what did I do? You didn't do anything. You just won a free wash.
Well, where did you get the idea to have such nice equipment in a laundromat? Like, do you have another one?
We have another one.
So I presume you learned from that one what to do with
We
the next
learned the
one.
basics of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to run it. But the laundromat, because we started out from scratch, the other one we purchased, it was already up and running.
Okay.
And this one, past experience, you know,
Okay.
we knew what we wanted in there. And we've also asked the local art gallery, local art league, if they had any artists that want to display their arts, that we would put that up in the laundromat. Somebody comes in, something nice to look at. And if they sell anything, we just ask them to make a donation to the charity. It's not something that we're benefiting from,
Okay.
but it's just nice to have.
Now, people that come to a laundromat in Rehoboth, is it called Rehoboth or Lewis?
It's Rehoboth.
Rehoboth, okay. Somebody coming to a laundromat in Rehoboth, are they locals? Are they people visiting? Like, what is the majority of your clientele?
Well, right now, because this is only our 5th day open,
You've only been open 5 days?
it took us an entire year to get this the way we wanted. We went from scratch and got everything.
Did you think it was going to take a year?
No.
How long do you think it was going to take?
Not a year. Definitely not a year. But that's
Okay.
okay. That's okay. We got the best equipment out there. We've got it exactly how we want it.
Okay.
So the people we're seeing right now are locals. They're just
Okay.
finding out that we're there. And you know, one guy tells another, and
Before you know it, there's
Yeah.
thousands of people there.
oh, that'd be good. We
Okay.
could handle it.
And so you have an attendant there.
We will always have an attendant there.
What are the hours?
Right now, we're open from 8 to 8.
Okay.
In the summer, actually, the first of next month, we'll be open from 6 to 10.
How many days a week?
7 days a week.
I learned about this because I saw a posting on Facebook,
Yes.
and there was something in there that caught my eye. What did you say about the person you were looking for to work there? I forgot what it was.
It was important to us that you are friendly, dependable, and have smile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want somebody that comes in, I want them to feel welcome. I want them to feel like this is not a bad place. When we first looked at that laundromat, before we gutted everything, it was dark. It was a place I would not feel comfortable going.
So the
And
building you have now was a laundromat,
It was,
and
yes.
you took everything out and put all new in.
Gutted it, even ground the floors down.
Gosh.
Yeah, we did it right. And it's a place that you can go in, you feel comfortable. There's 3 large screen TVs. So we're going to start featuring something different every day. We're going to have a men's night. We're going to have
You know, on Tuesday nights, what you could feature from 6 to 7:30?
Yeah,
Catch it live.
there you go.
You can have it playing on all 3
there
TVs.
you go. There you go. You show me how to do that, and we can
Okay.
do that.
Do you have internet there?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
We have free Wi-Fi.
Oh, you do?
Oh, absolutely. This is a state-of-the-art laundromat.
Free Wi-Fi.
Free Wi-Fi. Yes,
Huh.
we do.
Does it have the Take Me Along version?
What's that?
It's where when you leave, it follows you home? Hold on. I'm kidding with you now, but I don't think her microphone's working. It's definitely not working. We're going to take a commercial break, everybody. We're going to be right back. Here's why it's not working. One battery is somewhere on the floor.
Too much talking with my
Yep, too much information. So anyway, we'll be right back. We're going to finish this interview. I'm going to learn more about Wi-Fi. I've heard of it before. I guess it's a new thing. But anyway, we'll be right back in just a minute.
Jim Weller here. for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. And remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller. We are back. I've got Kathy Rash from Ocean Suds 2. We had a technical difficulty, but we have resolved it, and no animals were harmed in the resolving of that. And we're back talking about laundry. Laundry. I had no idea that there could be such a nice facility. I mean, it sounds like you've really put some thought and effort into making this right. Now, let's say people are busy and they really don't have time to stay there. Is there such a thing as they just drop it off?
Absolutely. We do a wash and fold service. You come in, you're busy, you want to go to the beach.
Or to the movies.
Or to the movies. You want to go anywhere. You have laundry to do. Leave it. I'll take care of it. You pick it up, it'll be washed.
What's a reasonable time frame?
Reasonable time frame. Give me a couple hours.
Okay. So you could just drop it off, a couple hours later pick it up. Absolutely. Now, you don't do ironing there, do they?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just wash?
No.
Okay.
No, but we do at the other laundromat, and we have ladies that...
Where is the other laundromat?
The other laundromat is in Long Beach, right behind County Bank.
Okay.
And next, right down from Ace Hardware.
Okay. So that was the first one.
It was the first one.
Okay. Your microphone has evidently moved.
Oh, Gordy.
We're doing good, though. So I'm learning a lot. What's that?
She's not doing a thing.
No, it's the equipment. But anyway, we're still rolling.
Okay.
Now, what else do you want to tell me?
What else do I want to tell you? I want to tell you that the laundromat is going to be featuring a different day for, we're going to have, Monday is going to be men's night. Tuesday, bring in your comforters. It'll be a special price. Wednesday, every single day of the week, we're going to have something going on. Okay. And we were discussing doing, and still up in the air, having Atari, what am I thinking? The
Xbox
game.
360 or something?
Yeah, we're going to have a game in the back for
Wii.
the kids. The Wii, thank you, and have competition. You can tell I don't play, but we're going to have competitions.
Are you? Like bowling and skeet shooting and things like that? Okay.
Well,
they even have a Wii Fitness. You might as well just have a fitness night.
No.
All right, so here is your card. Can we zoom in on this? I don't know. if we can or not. But anyway, give us some. Are you on Facebook?
We are on Facebook.
Okay, so you have a what is it called on Facebook?
Ocean Suds 2.
Ocean Suds 2 is what it is on Facebook.
Oh,
All
that
right.
looks good.
That looks pretty good.
Yes, it does.
My fingernails are clean. All right. So anyway, they can like you on Facebook. Then they can call you on the phone?
Absolutely.
What's the phone number?
703-6602.
703-6602. All right. Do you have a website?
Well,
No?
just the Facebook page right
Okay.
now.
Well, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right. And what are the hours of the other laundromat?
The other laundromat is open from 8 to 8.
8 to 8. 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Wow, that's a lot of hours.
And a lot of dirty laundry.
Yes.
We
Well,
also
good.
do a commercial wash and fold. So we do bed and breakfasts in the area.
They'll just bring their laundry?
No, we do
You
a
pick it up?
pickup and delivery service. Bed and breakfast. We do some restaurants. We do cleaning services. Not everybody has time to do the laundry. They're busy doing their job, so we help them out.
So they let you do your job.
That's right, and we're good at it.
This is you and your husband run both
Yes.
of them.
Yes.
And so is it fair to say that it's an owner-operator business?
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
And you seem to be very passionate about having a nice laundromat and a good experience for your customers.
Absolutely. Well, this is what I do. I mean, I'm there every day. It's got to be nice. I want to go in there. I want to be comfortable. Oh, and the chairs I bought. You know how the laundromat chairs are the
Those
round
nice hard
molded?
ones?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. These are big and you lounge back and soft and comfortable.
Really?
So, yeah.
Now, when you decided to design it this way, did you see a laundromat like this and say, that's the one? Or did you have a dream and come up with all this? How did you come up with compiling all these nice...
We went in a 3-state area and went to laundromats everywhere and picked the best of what we liked, and then I got to decorate.
Okay.
So we did. We got the best machinery out there. The washers spin out at a 200 G-force, so the clothes come out, they're not soaking wet, which means less time in the dryer. So I had a mother in there of 6 kids yesterday, and she says, this is actually costing me less to come here and do my laundry. She says it takes me less time, and it just, the clothes come out of the dryer, they're not as wet, they go into the dryer a shorter amount of time because they're not so wet. And we've got a 77-pound washer. Huge.
What's that mean?
That means
you
it's
could put
huge.
77
pounds of laundry.
So if you have a lot of blue jeans in your family.
Well, it's like 8 basket loads. You throw it all in. Oh, yeah.
Well, how do you dry them?
We have an 83-pound dryer. It takes 83 pounds of laundry. And it's not unreasonable, 4 minutes for a quarter. So that dryer may take you 20-25 minutes to dry all those clothes.
Gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
So it's about efficiency, it's about time, because
and
everybody...
everything is energy store.
Okay.
So everything we have
Energy
in there.
efficient.
Energy efficient.
Does the water recycle itself, or does that not happen?
That's not happening.
Okay, I didn't know if that was something that happened or not.
And that's in some areas, but we because of where we are.
You probably have city water, city sewer?
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
So that would take a coordination on everybody's part.
Yeah.
Okay. That would probably whole nother project. That would be as big a project as building a laundromat.
Project, yes.
Well, what's in store for the future?
Oh.
You going to have singers there, live entertainment?
Well, actually, I've thought of that.
Have you really?
Yes, I have. And you know, it would be nice to have the school kids, come in, and I have people from senior centers. I have seniors that come in certain days. We're going to have a senior day.
Okay.
And, why not? Why not have the kids come in from the school? Just, a little singing,
Shoot, you might as well have trivia there. Have a company coming in to have a trivia night.
That's not a bad
idea. At the laundromat.
That's not a bad idea.
Another idea would be somehow get like a youth group or some organization that maybe wants to do a car wash in the parking lot. So while you're getting your vehicles, that won't go good, or that would go?
We don't
have that much parking.
Yeah,
okay.
The parking is great and it's easy access, but because we're in that huge Midway shopping center, I don't know that would work. But that
was
would
just
be
a thought.
Yeah, it was a thought.
All right. Well, this sounds very good. I'm excited. I'm going to have to come down and look at this place.
Please do.
So, again, your hours right now are?
8 to 8.
8 to 8.
7 days a week.
Okay.
And we are always attended, and there is not a question that my attendants can't help you with.
Because they're trained and
they're
friendly.
They are very trained.
And they smile.
Yes, and we are bilingual.
Oh, really?
Yes, we are.
So every attendant you have?
No.
Oh, okay. Some attendants?
Yes.
Okay. And bilingual, I think you mainly mean
Spanish.
You speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With many languages to come, you never know. Because isn't there an influx of people coming from other?
Definitely.
Yeah. So you're going to need to learn like 7 or 8 languages.
Sure.
Okay.
Don't they have computers for that?
They do. They actually have an app. Yep.
They have an app. There you go. I will get the app.
Well, thank you very much. Anything else you want to say? Do you have one of them cards where if they visit so often, have you got to that yet? A punch card. Where like once somebody comes, you punch it, and once somebody comes, you punch it. And after 10 or 15 visits.
The laundry card does that. It keeps
told me
track.
That already.
Yes,
That's
I did.
Right. It electronically keeps track.
It electronically keeps track. And if you register when you get your card and put your birthday in there, you get a free wash.
On your birthday?
On your birthday.
No kidding.
Yeah.
One of them 8-pound ones? 80-pound ones?
No.
Okay. A normal wash.
A normal wash.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for coming.
Fun.
Well, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
And Kathy, we are going to see you again, hopefully. And folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back in just a minute. We're going to wrap up the show, so we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. And remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half-pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
Okay, everybody, we're back.
You're back.
We're back. Where have you been?
Right over there.
Right over
I've
there?
been eating the whole time.
Have you?
Yeah.
That all-you-can-eat salad bar.
Back and forth.
Now, I do want to say, it's not mandatory that you continue to eat while you're here.
Oh.
In other words, you thought if you got anything all you can eat that you had to just continually keep eating.
Yeah, it says all you can eat, and I've just been
trying to see how much it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about wore me out.
All right. We've had a good show tonight.
We had
some really interesting guests, things I never even thought about or knew about.
Yeah.
I like businesses that, Kathy seemed to be very passionate about what she did. John Brady acted like he just loves what he does, in other words, And what a great opportunity in life to be able to do something that you just love doing, and it seems like he's excited. A couple things I do want to mention is we are going to be taking my building in Ellendale on the highway, and what are we doing there?
Opening a sub shop, aren't we?
A sub shop, yes.
Oh, no.
No. We are opening a Catch It Live studio. So
yes.
I don't know exactly what that means because this is something that Colin is doing, but I think it involves, we're going to set up a little studio. So if we were going to interview somebody or maybe have our own home shopping network or something like that, it's hard to say what we're going to do there.
It involves your electric bill tripling.
It
That's
does.
what it involves.
Yes, at least it's on the co-op. At least that one is. So anyway, so we're going to be doing something there. And we have a lot of ideas cooking, but we're looking for more people to get involved in many different ways. In other words, if you want to get involved and help us figure out how to take this thing to market, we think that we have a good little production here, and everybody does a good job, but we don't know exactly what to do to go to the next level. We're doing these interviews here. At some point, we'd like to know if there's a way to be compensated for doing them. In other words, if you have an event that you like, I actually have this idea that I want to try, where we're going to have a sale at one of, I guess probably at Bridgeville, probably, to where I'm going to have a very limited offering of specials, and you'll only be able to know them if you watch Catch It Live or if you're at the store right that minute. You'll be able to call, talk to one of my sales guys, and lock in those specials, and then you'll have 2 or 3 days to get in and take advantage of them. There'll be very extreme things, but I'm hoping that if this works, that we can go to businesses and say, hey, if your business is a little off, or if you've got some inventory you want to move, and you're willing to give the public an unbelievable deal, then we'll come in and we'll help you with the whole concept of it. We'll help guide you through where you might or might not want to advertise, or how you would want to advertise, or we may just handle the whole thing for you, like a turnkey thing. And then we would come in and go over the product with you, help you explain it, show it, so this way people can hear it, they can see it, and they can then take advantage of your specials. And hopefully, if this goes good, we can market it to where if somebody wants to turn some inventory, there's days I would like to just turn some inventory into cash. So
even if it means selling at a cost.
Even if it means selling at a cost or loss.
Right.
Sometimes
you just need cash.
Sometimes you just need cash. In other words, and there's no need.
Something's been sitting around way too
long, and it's like I don't collect collector's items, and I certainly don't want to make anything a collector's item.
You do have a rare antique, though.
What's that?
That cup.
I forgot. Oh yeah, I do have that rare antique. So anyway, I'm looking for ideas. So if you want to talk about Catch It Live, if you'd like to help us on the technical side, we'd like to do more shows here and there. We've been pondering, some other thoughts, but we're looking for some more thoughts. We're
here's a for example.
Give me a for example.
We are covering the Republican 38th District.
That's
Republican
this Saturday
Party.
night.
Yes,
right.
this Saturday night. We're broadcasting live for them.
Correct.
Their covered dish.
And why would they do that? What would their reasoning being?
Well, they know everybody can't make it to the dinner and straw poll. So for people that can't make it, and they want to get their message out too, because they've got speakers that aren't.
And the building's only going to hold so many people if everybody that could come did come.
And it's a fire hall, and the fire marshal probably would be there.
Yes. So in other words, what this is going to do for them is it's going to give them the opportunity that people that can't be there could watch it live.
Exactly.
Or they could watch it later.
Right. So it will be recorded. They can go back and watch it later. And they've got some speakers I think that are going to be on there that aren't just for the 38th district. So
correct.
It'll reach out to anywhere in
different
the world.
areas. Right. Somebody could literally be on a trip overseas.
Right.
And still watch and see what's going on.
Exactly.
And I think it also, the benefit of the Catch It Live thing is, and we do a lot of radio, so there's nothing wrong with radio, but the thing about radio is when the commercial's over, it's over. That's the end of it. Yeah, it's not anywhere to be seen or heard again. So, it's like a little puff of air. Same way with the print advertising. Once it comes out and it's over, it's over.
So with Catch It Live,
got a nice light over your shoulder there. Did you see that?
I'm glowing. I'm all aglow. But anyway, the thing that we're thinking with Catch It Live is you're getting many facets of it. You're getting the fact that a person could watch it live right that minute. A person could watch it live later, well, live, but recorded later. They could see your facial expression. If you have product, you can explain the product a lot better than you can in 30 seconds or 60 seconds.
And luckily for our customers, this isn't as professional as it gets. We
Correct.
have
It could get better.
Professional people that can do it. We've got Anthony Joseph.
I'll see you. Take care. Yep.
Anthony Joseph is
very professional. Yes,
we've got several other people.
He's also tall.
Yes, he is.
Tall and professional.
And has
full head of hair.
And has good hair. That's what
good hair.
To say.
Yeah, he not only has hair, but he has good hair.
And we've got Walt Barkus. You may know him. He's been in radio in the area for years, and just really good guy. Mm-hmm. He's going to be doing the 38th district thing. So he's going to be doing the
interviewing people.
So yes, we have
Ron Letterman on standby.
Yes, professional people. Yep, Ron Letterman. A lot of people know him.
So if you look at this and you say, look, I need just a little bit better than Jim Weller sitting there nodding his head up and down, we have more than this to offer. So is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. That we actually have professionals, not
professionals.
Just people that are just in here
bored to death,
like us.
Here for the free food. Yeah. So, but anyway, so we're looking for ideas is where we're at. You can call me on the phone, 337-7300, 337-7300. You could email me, jim@catchitlive.com. If you got any thoughts or ideas, we are open-minded. We're just
here's one.
Oh, here it is.
Here's one. We were talking to a.
Ignore the fact that I was talking. Go ahead.
Because if I don't get it out right away, it's
I
gone.
know just what you mean. I do the same thing.
Now I forgot it. We had a local school district
ask us to
live stream their graduation ceremony. So
did they really?
Yeah.
And you never asked me?
I think I did.
I think you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthony's going to be following up on that one.
Anthony's going to be following up.
So we know it'll get done.
Right. Now I know people that have went to some of the graduations and been a little frustrated because the room that the graduation was going on was full.
Right.
And there was nowhere else for them to go. Mm-hmm. This is, again, the benefit of Catch It Live. In other words, you could be in the hallway and watch it on your smartphone if you want to.
Oh, definitely.
But it's also good for the people in the ceremony can go back and see it. So, we have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of energy. We have limited funds, but we have good credit. But anyway, so that's kind of where we're at. And we do know a banker named Jack Riddle.
That's right.
That's right.
Unlimited cash flow coming from Jack.
Yeah. So anyway, other than that, that's it. 337-7300. If you'd like to be on the show, we do it every Tuesday night here at Jimmy's Grill, 6 to 7:30. We're kind of booked up a month or two right now, so let us know as much in advance as you can. 337-7300, jim@catchitlive.com. Want to thank Grant. Grant is a young man who has been helping us here for a month or two now, doing a great job, very responsible, very dependable, and very talented. Also, we have Brooks Ritter, who does a great job also, very friendly, tall, does enjoy a good meal.
Has good hair
especially if I'm paying for it. So, but he does a good job. Good man, got two beautiful little girls. He's a good man, works for me selling. And Colin, I enjoy working with you. I will be glad when your razor is fixed. So I've had some emails.
What's wrong with it? I was growing a beard.
Oh,
I've been watching Duck Dynasty, so I'm trying to catch up with them.
Holy mackerel. Okay.
I thought it'd be good TV. They're famous, so.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, you know what else?
Well, wait a minute. Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say also, I really enjoy working with Anthony Joseph. He does a good job. He does truly raise the bar for all of us. In other words, watching him, he puts preparation into it. He's not just winging it. He cares. He gets us some really good guests on. And he knows a lot of people. He's very connected.
I'm getting tired of him making us look so bad.
He does raise the bar for us.
That's why we put John Brady on with him tonight.
John did a good job,
Somebody that is more professional than us.
Okay.
But, hey, Grant.
Okay, what were we going to say?
You know what he does? He works
Grant.
on computers.
He works on computers.
Yes.
That's why when you call him, it says, if you're calling about computer repairs or computer work, what kind of work does he do?
Grant, what kind of work does he do?
Anything.
He says.
Anything you need with a computer.
Okay, so if you have a computer, and a lot of people, when something doesn't go right, they automatically think it's the computer.
Right.
Automatically. It's got to be the computer. Can't be the guy who's touching it or anything. But, Grant is, and here's what I found about people that are good with computers. The younger, the better.
Yeah, no kidding.
Really, because they are open-minded. In other words, and they'll explore possibilities instead of saying, well, it can't be that.
Right.
In other words, so if you need some computer repair, what would be the best way to get a hold of you, Grant?
My cell phone.
Why don't you turn one of those mics on right there?
Why don't you turn one of those mics on right there? Grant, he's over here. But anyway, if you have some computer questions or need something worked on or want to know how something works, I am saying give Grant a call and see if he can help you out.
Come around the side of that, Grant.
There he is. This was not
Just stay right
planned
there.
or rehearsed. Oh, he's on the move.
Wait.
Back
I'll
up.
Put this camera on.
When he said stand right there,
Regardless.
right where you were.
Yeah, you can reach me at my cell phone, which is 302-259-8604.
302.
Got to switch your camera on to him, bro.
302. What was the rest of it?
259.
Don't holler.
8604.
8604. There he is. Get back on that camera.
Step away so, interference. Anyway, yeah, anything you have wrong, anything you need done.
You see what happens as soon as he steps away from
He's
the
gotten
controls?
very nervous immediately.
As soon as he steps away
Yeah,
from
as
the
soon as
controls,
he
things go haywire. Huh?
That's right.
Anyway.
Okay. Tell us some things people would want done.
Well, I can build custom machines. I've done general repairs. I can do component replacements, even software troubleshooting, Windows problems. I can reinstall Windows for you in probably half an hour. I mean, I give free estimates. Pricing is competitive. I can't see any reason why you shouldn't call me.
Are you an owner-operator? Like, if they talk to you on the phone, are they going to get you when they deal with you?
Absolutely.
You're not going to have a whole bunch of staff or anything?
I might be in class, so they might
okay.
wait, but
Is that why it says I'll call you back after 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your calls aren't routed to India through...
Your teacher? Oh, that's right. Can you speak with a heavy accent if we need you to?
Somewhere other than India.
Okay.
Like the voicemail box.
Okay. So, if need be, can you speak with a heavy accent?
I can try.
Okay. Give us an example.
I'd rather not, thanks.
Okay.
You're trying to get him in trouble.
All right, so give Grant a call.
Thanks, Grant.
And, here's what I like. Grant's a young man, still in school, but he has an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes.
I mean, how many young people nowadays are that way? And we could speak from experience. He's been working with us for a month or two now. He's dependable. He's here on time. He doesn't want to leave early. He does a good job, and you could see what happened the minute he walked away from the controls.
Things went crazy.
They went crazy.
Couldn't feedback.
Brooks thought that he had put it on automatic pilot. Is what happened.
He's trying to sabotage me.
Oh my! So anyway,
is that what it was? Brooks wanted to make him look good.
All right, let's take a commercial break. I got one more guest I want to try to get on. Can we do that?
Sure.
Yes. Swing for the fence this softball or baseball season with equipment from All Out Sports in Dagsboro. All Out Sports carries cleats, gloves, and balls, as well as helmets and hats. Pick out the right bat from our large selection that includes Easton, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Rocket Tech, and more. All Out Sports can handle all your sporting goods needs. Stop by to check out our new arriving merchandise or call All Out Sports at 732-1233. That's 732-1233. And be sure to like us on Facebook, All Out Sports, your local choice for sporting goods.
Jim Weller here for Catch It Live, and I'm so excited about all the opportunities this new year holds. If you have a business and you would like to see what Catch It Live could do for you, give me a call, Jim Weller, at 302-337-7300, or shoot me an email at jim@wellers.com, and let's get together and see what Catch It Live can do for you.
When a severe storm strikes, don't get caught without power. Rely on a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan, your electrical contractors. With a Generac generator, it immediately starts when the power goes out and will shut off when the power comes back on. Satterfield and Ryan sells the finest standby generators from 7 to 150 kilowatts. Satterfield and Ryan is your authorized dealer and repair center for Generac standby generators. Generac is also your source for all your residential, agricultural, and commercial generator needs. Visit Satterfield and Ryan's website at delawaregenerators.net. And remember, get the job done right the first time.
Abbott's Grill is a sure shot for a great happy hour every Monday through Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. Tip off your night with freshly shucked oysters from our raw bar for only 50 cents each. Or try a half pound of delicious steamed shrimp for only $6.95. Happy hour also features $4 orange crushes, $2 PBR drafts, and $1 off all draft beers, rail drinks, and house wines. With the best selection of local and national craft beers, 17 screens for sports, and live entertainment Friday and Saturday nights, Abbott's Grill is the place to be for a fun night out with friends. Abbott's Grill, 249 Northeast Front Street in Milford. Gather at the grill.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and I've got another one of my friends, a surprise guest. He didn't even know he was going to be on. Rob Harris, welcome to Catch It Live.
Thank you, sir.
How you doing?
Good to be here.
Now you're the manager over here at Jimmy's Grill?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and how you liking things?
I can't tell you a better place I've ever been.
Really?
Just the down-home atmosphere. The girls here are absolutely phenomenal.
Hard workers.
I come from Dewey Beach. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
From North Beach and Ivy over in that area.
So you worked with North Beach and Ivy?
Yes.
Okay.
Side by side, it used to be the Venus on the Half Shell. That's where I started with Highway 1. And
so you've been with them a few years?
Yeah, about 4 years now.
Okay.
So I moved out here just for the winter to give a new perspective, new ideas.
Okay. Was the salad bar your idea?
No, it wasn't. The salad bar was in place right before I came out.
Okay, because that was a good idea.
Yeah, it was.
That was a good idea.
But we'll keep it going. We'll keep the ideas out there.
And so have anything else you want to tell us about? In other words, you're from Delaware.
Yes. I'm
so you're
from Newark, Delaware.
Newark, Delaware.
From Northern Delaware. Went to high school, college down here.
Okay. You work for Highway 1 full time?
Yes.
Okay.
Full time. Came down to, it's a funny story, came down to the beach on a whim. Said maybe I'll get a job in Dewey for the summer. Started as a busboy, waiter, bartender.
All for Highway 1?
Yep, all for Highway 1, straight through. So the company's been very, very good to me. And whatnot.
Were you in the Weight Loss Challenge?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I actually worked for a distributor for a little bit for NKS, Bud Light.
Oh, okay.
And came back to Highway 1.
Okay.
And now I don't have much weight to lose, as you can see anyway. So if I lost
you have a nice tan going.
Yeah, I just got back from Florida.
Did you really?
Key West and South Beach.
Company trip?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Well, scouting.
Okay, yeah.
Bars and
right.
whatnot.
Groups, bands.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll write all that off down.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Any neat looking signs? I think I saw Alex was in California looking at signs or something.
Go out there too,
right. Right. If he doesn't want to be bothered with that, you'd be glad to go to California for him.
That's right, exactly.
Wow.
Not the cold places. I'll do well with those.
Okay. So anyway, you involved with Jimmy's Grill. Now, are you also involved with some other things over in Dewey?
Just North Beach and Ivy right now.
Okay.
We don't open up for another couple of weeks. So I'll be out here for the time being.
Okay.
Give, like I said, fresh perspective. When I first originally came out here, the girls blew me away with their amount of service, their attention to detail, and whatnot.
We might have a technical difficulty. Oh, the light's got to be green.
We're red.
Now we're going to start all over again. Now, okay. Anyway, all right. Are you looking for friends on Facebook or no?
Yeah, Facebook. It's under Robbie Harris.
Okay.
Look me up. Robbie's what everybody called me when I was younger, and just stuck.
Well, good.
Yeah, look me up, and then I see you guys are doing well over there at Weller's.
Yeah, we are. We're doing well at Weller's.
That's right. You're talking about your big...
the Argo. Yeah, the Argo. Yep. And believe it or not, they gave us a calendar. And they're evidently like in 20 or 30 countries with these things.
Really?
And they're all just a little different in each country.
Hey.
In other words, I was surprised. But I guess a lot of countries have some rough terrain.
Do you ever roll down the highway on it?
We've been in parades.
There you go.
And did donuts in front of everybody. And it was a lot of fun.
One night.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Yeah.
We might get in a little trouble with that.
Well, let's do it when they're not looking.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, a lot going on over at the Rusty Rudder. They had a big Easter event, didn't they?
Yeah, Easter.
That was good.
Easter was a huge kickoff. We had an Easter event.
We had a
here.
big Easter
brunch event here.
Yep.
Also,
I heard it was real good.
It was. Went very, very
You got a Mother's Day event coming up here?
We do. We have another brunch coming up. Buffet for Mother's Day. Our Easter brunch went over phenomenally, up from last year, which is great. Heard great feedback from everybody. The Rudder did phenomenally well as well with the Easter egg hunt. and a little Easter Bunny running around. So we're off to a good start.
Well, very
I think
good.
this Memorial Day will be a blast.
Well, I think what all the Highway 1 restaurants, food businesses they own are known for is quality food.
Yes.
In other words, in a day and time when everybody's price conscious, that's important.
Very.
But, in other words, the quality of food that, Jimmy's Grill offers and serves is just, you can see and taste the difference.
Exactly.
I personally think, I did that. Your salad bar was a great idea. In other words, $5.95, all you can eat.
And with the soup pairings
$6.95.
Well. Yeah, exactly.
And what's the $7.95? What's
it's
that cream?
All you can cream of crab soup.
Yeah, I don't even know how you can afford
and then,
to do that.
We're tossing around new soup ideas. So I've been petitioning for maybe like a tomato based or the Maryland crab or chili. Give someone else another taste out there. But the salad bar has been doing phenomenally well, especially with Lent just going around. Can't meat on Fridays.
Right.
It's good.
And on Tuesday nights, that all-you-can-eat spaghetti, I almost thought it was a misprint. $5.95, you get all-you-can-eat spaghetti and all-you-can-eat salad bar.
Salad bar to go with it.
You got all new menus.
All new menus.
They got some names for things or numbers for them or
that's
whatever.
Right. We're working on our catering side as well, trying to get that up and ready.
Okay.
As you know, we do.
Are you like the largest caterer in Delaware?
We are. $14.90 is the average price per person.
Okay.
We can.
What's somebody get for $14.90?
You can get fried chicken, baked chicken, macaroni and cheese, pretzel salad, anything that we offer, and some things that we don't offer in the restaurant, we can do. And it's company.
And it's the same quality as if you came in here and had a meal.
Exactly. We start here, we make it, we bring it to you.
But it's not a different group of food or anything like that. If you're used to Jimmy's Grill's food here, you're used to the same quality food at a catering event.
Exactly. We make it here, we bring it to you, it gets eaten, we take it away. So everything,
you take care of everything.
One-stop shop. We take care of everything.
And then you have the banquet center next door. Does it hold a couple hundred people?
Holds about up to 175, 200. And it's does phenomenally well for weddings.
Okay.
Especially if
has a little dance floor in there.
The dance floor, you can have the ceremony.
Everything. We just had John Brady here, clerk of the peace.
Really?
Yeah. I think he said he just did an event over there.
Yeah, there was a wedding. There's usually a wedding almost every weekend or an event. So you got to book them early.
All right, and you call Chase for that, right?
Call Chase.
What's that, 337-8868?
That's right.
Okay. I almost got them all memorized. The other number I like is 337-7575.
I call it all the time.
Well, very good.
Right.
Well, thank you very much, Rob.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on, and we want to say thank you to Jimmy's Grill for allowing Catch It Live to be here every week. We appreciate it. Other than that, I'm going to end the show here. So, again, we're going to be back at Jimmy's Grill Friday morning, 5:30 to 10. Dan Gaffney will be here doing his show, and we'll be streaming it. If you'd like to be on the show, be involved in it, give me a call, 337-7300. Thank you again to all the people that helped make this show possible, Anthony Joseph, Brooks, Grant, and Colin, and anybody I forgot, thanks to. So other than that, have a good night, and God bless you, and we'll see you Friday morning or Saturday night, or we'll see you when we see you. See ya. Bye.